there is a creature that does not lurk in the dark and does not attack from afar. It lives on us. The louse is not a random parasite. It is the result of a long evolution that has perfected every part of its body for a single task: to stay on humans. Its legs, body, breathing, and feeding habits are not coincidences, but precisely adapted mechanisms. In this video, we will look at how this small organism became one of the most perfectly adapted parasites that we know of. This is not a horror story. This is biology. One legs, a mechanical lock. Lice legs are not built for walking. They are built for gripping. Each leg ends in a strong, curved claw precisely shaped to match the round structure of human hair. When a louse grabs a hair, the claw closes like a clamp. This is not a weak grip. It is a mechanical lock. Once attached, the louse is extremely difficult to dislodge, which is why it does not fall off, even when the host moves. 2. Body shape, staying flat and hidden. The louse's body is flattened from top to bottom. This allows it to press tightly against the scalp. This shape makes the louse harder to see, harder to crush, harder to remove mechanically. By staying close to the skin, it remains protected and close to its food source. 3. Breathing openings, spiracles. Lice breathe through small openings along the sides of their bodies, called spiracles. These spiracles can close when exposed to water. This prevents liquid from entering the respiratory system. As a result, lice do not die immediately when submerged in water or shampoo. 4. Body strength, a chitin armor. The outer body of a louse is covered in chitin, a strong material that functions like armor. This exoskeleton protects the louse from pressure, scratching, mechanical damage. Despite its small size, the body of a louse is surprisingly durable. 5. Senses, heat and chemical signals. Lice do not rely on vision. Instead, they sense their environment through heat and chemicals. They are highly sensitive to human body heat, chemical signals from the scalp. These senses guide them to the best feeding locations. The louse does not see its host. It detects it. 6-foot claw, a precision hook. Each leg ends in a single, strongly curved claw. This claw is not a general gripping tool. It is precisely shaped for human hair. The claw functions like a hook, locking firmly around the hair shaft. Once attached, the louse can barely detach on its own. The shape matches the diameter of human hair so precisely that the grip remains stable, even during movement or shaking. 7. Skin, the exoskeleton. The body of a louse is covered by an exoskeleton made of chitin. This material is both strong and flexible. It protects the louse from scratching, friction, minor mechanical damage. The exoskeleton acts as a natural armor, making the louse difficult to crush. 8. Feeding, chemical manipulation. When a louse bites, it does more than simply pierce the skin. It injects an anticoagulant, preventing blood from clotting, a mild anesthetic, reducing pain. Because of this, the bite is barely noticeable at first, allowing the louse to feed without being detected. 9. Heat adaptation, dependence on the host. Lice are extremely sensitive to human body heat. Heat is essential for their survival. They remain close to the scalp, where the temperature is stable. Cooler environments slow them down and pose a serious threat to their survival. 10. Camouflage, invisibility. The body color of lice adapts to hair color, scalp color. This makes them hard to see with the naked eye, especially in dense hair. This camouflage allows them to remain hidden long enough to feed and reproduce before being noticed. 11. Knits, permanent attachment. Knits are not just eggs. They are anchored structures. The female cements each knit directly to a human hair using an extremely strong natural adhesive that hardens quickly and forms a nearly permanent bond. This glue is resistant to water, unaffected by sweat, and not removed by regular shampoo. The knit remains attached long after the louse is gone. This is not accidental. It is an evolutionary strategy. 13. Knits, embryo protection. Each knit is enclosed in a hard protective shell. This shell prevents dehydration, protects against mechanical damage, limits chemical exposure. Inside, the embryo develops in a controlled microenvironment, maintained by the warmth of the human scalp. A knit is not passive. It is a protected incubation capsule. 14. Reproduction, fast and efficient. Lice waste no time. Once mature, a female lays multiple eggs every day. A new generation develops within a few weeks, allowing populations to grow rapidly before the infestation is even noticed. Speed is not a coincidence. It is a survival adaptation. 15. Reproduction, without interruption. Lice do not reproduce seasonally. They do not pause. They do not hibernate. As long as the host is present, as long as heat and blood are available, reproduction continues without interruption. Humans are not just a food source. They are a stable ecosystem. So, it's not just a nuisance. A louse is a microscopic parasite, perfectly adapted to the human body. It clings, hides, feeds, and reproduces without pause. It doesn't jump. It doesn't run. It persists. And as long as it has warm blood and hair, it's not a guest. It's a resident.